This is a certified hood classic.
Stop fucking crying, bitch! Where? I don't wanna fucking hear it!
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... My name is... Mike! Hi, my name is... What? My name is... My name is...
Cheese.
Hello and welcome back to the Fine Whining Podcast. Today I'm with my two co-hosts, Michael and Jerry.
Hi.
How are you boys doing today? This lovely Sunday.
Yeah, it's all right. Nothing interesting happened. I mean, it's been kind of blackout drunk for like 2 days, so I'm kind of recovering. Feel terrible.
I'm always assuming you're blacked out drunk. So, I mean...
Only on the weekends.
Only on the weekends. Sure.
But not the Lord's Day.
Not the Lord's Day. Well, isn't that like when you go to church? You know, they're like, "Here's the skin of God" or whatever, right? They give you the skin. It's like the little shitty like crackers, right?
Yeah, they cut the callus off his feet and like they give it to you.
Yeah, they give you that, and then they also give you like, "Here's the blood of Jesus," and then now it's the wine. So wouldn't it be okay? Like, wouldn't that be more acceptable to drink on the Lord's Day?
Well, it's non-alcoholic wine though.
Is it?
Well,
I thought
it is now. I mean, I remember
Oh.
drinking it and then feeling cool afterwards in Catholic school.
Yeah, I thought it was always like that. Well, I guess they must have changed it, but
After, they started raping kids, like, maybe we shouldn't have this guy give these kids alcohol. We should, like, write that out.
that's when they had their kids' best interest in mind. You're right. But, Jerry, how about you? How's your week been?
Good. I'm good.
That's good. Are you getting, like, head underneath the table or something?
Yeah, are you hiding from somebody?
No, just chilling. You know, I was on time. Someone wasn't.
Oh!
They always do this every fucking week, and apparently they can't control it. But it's okay. We'll continue.
Okay. Well, I
While
mean,
we're at
if it's your wine, go ahead and whine about it.
No, I'm cool.
Okay, well, very well then.
Cheese,
But,
you know what? You see, Jerry, you're peeling behind the curtain,
Mhm.
Cheese, he's always late, he's the most urban fellow I know, actually. I think he's the most hippest guy I know, so, I mean, he has to be late. Also, his addiction, I think, has gone control of him, or his internet has just been acting fucky lately.
Well, yes, my internet has been real fucky lately. But whenever someone has like a problem going on, usually there's positive messages like, "Hey man, it's okay. We'll get through this," or, "You really fought hard against those brown people in the Afghan war." Something like that. Where like I want to come back here and feel like a hero, right? Instead, I get a message from Jerry saying, "You had a whole hour." So I'm thinking to myself, well, what does a whole hour mean? What do you want me to do with a whole hour of internet not working? I can't just like
You call up
grab
your
a
service
wrench.
provider and be like, yo, my internet's down.
It's not my service provider.
Oh, then go
Yeah,
be like,
I-
knock on mom, dad's door. Mom, dad, internet.
Yeah, I'm not
don't
doing
work."
that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm not doing.
Why not?
If I could fix, because no, I'm not doing that. That's just gay. Why would I? I don't want to disturb my people.
Jeez, instead of like paying into your addiction of World of Warcraft gold
Oh.
potions, I don't know what you doing there.
Yeah.
But
buy
give
my
like
own.
me save up like $40. Like, hey, can you add this so our internet better?
We have good internet. Maybe it's just the area we live in. I don't know. But that's besides the point. Anyways, I'm just wondering, Jerry, what do I do? Okay, I know you're an electrician. Maybe I can like plug something into the wall, like give it like internet juice or something. Anything I can do like that?
I don't know. I don't do internet. That's low volt shit.
All right. Well, then I can do about it. Out of my hands. But speaking about peeling back the curtain, I guess we can dive into wine, right?
Okay.
Okay. I have a fine wine here. It's unreleased episode references.
What do you mean?
So, I'm kind of egotistical. I like to see how our
I see.
Not-
Actually, it's funny. I was hoping no one would mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of like listen to our podcast back, see if I just how it's edited and just like, because we say some funny things sometimes, I want to know if if you caught them, so I can be like, hey, you didn't bleep out the N word here, or the word over there. So I'm just making sure. But I noticed that in our last episode, I make a reference to another episode that hasn't been released yet. And I'm
Oh,
like, huh.
your porn?
No. Yeah, actually, yeah, it was my porn. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Immediately, I caught that afterwards. I'm like, God damn. I was gonna put in like a editor's like for a note. This happened in the last episode, but I was like, no, that seems a bit too forced. And it would make people wonder, like, oh, what are they talking about? Maybe there's a mysterious feed I don't know about that I should be paying money into. I don't know.
Ooh, maybe that's what we could do. We can like try to take it into like a Patreon way. Like
Yeah,
a really
give us $1 to
greedy-
hear all this shit that I thought was terrible that we left out. Yeah, there you go. That's all.
Maybe I don't
Lose
need
a
to whine
dollar
about it
everywhere,
anymore.
anyways. Like you drop $1. Sometimes you just you just drop $1. So yeah, drop your dollar into our pocket to this Patreon that doesn't exist yet.
Well, now I see how much of a good idea this is. I no longer have to like whine about it. So it's kind of like a good thing, right?
Okay.
So I guess I transferred to another one then, because well, you made it not a whine anymore. But it was kind of annoying though. I won't lie.
Yeah, I know.
was
It
very
bothered me
annoying.
too. It really bothered me. Like fuck.
Well, no one's gonna get that, but
I think most people just fall asleep to this shit, anyways. It's fine.
I guess only 40 minutes now. Really, you think so? 45 minutes.
Yeah. What if they're narcoleptic?
If they're not narcoleptic, they can't sleep.
Jeez.
Am I stupid? Wait,
Yes.
hold on, give me a second. No, I'm not
Go
dumb.
to Google.
Okay, I'm gonna type it up real quick. Typing narcoleptic. Oh,
Yeah, what was that saying there?
I'm not reading it. Anyways, you can cut that part out. No, you can cut that part
No,
out.
that
I don't
fucking
need to look
kept
dumb. No. Anyways, I'm going to my next one. The fine wine I really do bring. That was like a fake one. This is the real wine, right? This is the real deal right here. Not liking whores. Okay.
What do you mean, like people who dislike them, or like just you hate them in general?
I'm about to explain it to you. Like once I explain it to you, you'll be like, that does make sense. So, I work at a warehouse. Bunch of whores there. Bunch of immigrants, right? Because they're looking for the green card. So, I'm chatting it up, whatever. And apparently this Colombian chick told like some coworker that I'm kind of cool with, like, hey, she's digging you or whatever, but you gotta be careful. She's kind of let loose around here, right?
That's awesome. Hook me up, girl. What the fuck?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly. So I go, I'm like, oh shit, all right, whatever. And then I go home and I'm telling my friends, like, hey, bunch of fucking whores here, man. Like, some chick just wants to fuck me or whatever. And immediately they turn me down. They're like, no, she's ran through. Why would you want to fuck that? I'm like, whoa, buddies, guys, fellas, we all like whores here. What's going on? And they're like, oh, she's ran through, dude. Like, she probably just fucks everybody.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's why I want to meet her.
Whore. Exactly. She fucks everybody. She's a whore. What is your point? They're like, nah, you probably shouldn't do it, man. They're trying to tell me not to fuck a whore. I'm like, what? Like, they always brag about like fucking these random whores, and I'm like, guys, opportunity right here, whore right here. I should put my penis inside her vagina.
But I think it's maybe the knowledge that you're a whore. Like, sometimes when you go into, like, say, you go to the club with Jerry, going in and you see this nice, easy girl, and she's like, oh, hey, cheese on, can I suck your dick? And, they're like, of course. You're like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Because, you don't know nothing about her. She's a whore, so she's a random whore. But this is a whore that I think people have been calculating the numbers. So if you ever to tell you, hey, cheese, if this chick has sucked 100 cocks and 850 assholes, and she wants to fuck you, but she's bad though. I think it's maybe knowing. Maybe that's what the problem is.
I guess, but I wouldn't mind being the 851st asshole sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she's a whore, but everyone goes through that, right? Like, at some point, you gotta have to just not care about how many people fucked how many people. It's kind of cringe to keep count. It's like, well, everyone's gonna fuck everybody, so who cares?
Yeah, I mean, especially like this day and age. I mean, who really gives a shit?
Exactly.
I don't know the guy. I mean, unless I don't know, but how would you feel? Okay, you go, you bang her, and then a couple guys in the break room like, hey man, heard you fucked her, right? Man, she sucks good, right, my boy, right? Like, oh, dude, like she has a nice little ticklish spot in the back of her neck, and yeah.
I'll say, you know what? I have to give that a try. Okay. So no, well, that's okay. Yeah, I guess that's a con of like fucking a whore, because then it gets around, right? It's like, oh, that guy fucked her, right? Or who's fucking who? So it does get a little around the warehouse, but I'd be like, I don't care. I'm just there to work, really. And if I get some pussy on the side, that's pretty cool. But I guess just having to talk about like with other coworkers and be like, hey, I heard yada yada, that'd be annoying. But I mean, I'd still fuck her. Like, why not, right?
Yeah.
So I just don't get it. It's like there's a double standard here. It's like,
Oh no, like I said, we're in
she's
that
a
weird
whore.
age of like, well, because you know what, I like horrors. Horrors are cool. They make the world go
Exactly.
round. We have a whole segment dedicated to like a specific group of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all, they're always like there when you need a nut. So this is the thing. I'm glad that a lot of brothers are seeing their value as horrors because that's what they are. They're just hoes at the end of the day. But what this has done is made uglier women look better because this is like propaganda. Especially, I think we talk shit about those retards, the fresh and fit guys who are like, oh guys, fucking horrors is terrible, guys. You need a girl who's a trad girl who doesn't do it. She just stays at home and bakes pies all day. So a lot of like ugly whores or just the most boring whores are like, well, I don't give a pussy. And like that's the new like, oh wow, you don't give a pussy. She's perfect. So like I don't like this weird narrative of like, oh yeah, you need a class A girl. You need a girl that you could take home to see your mother and stuff. Like, I don't know. But maybe I'm also weird. I'm not also a normal guy. Maybe this is what a lot of guys fantasize about, meeting this chick who's just, as they call, trad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Do you wish to meet a trad woman like
Me?
Yeah. Do you wish to meet a trad lady?
No, I don't really give a fuck. Well, I also think like trad women, like traditional women, are just not. I guess they're not degenerate like me. They probably believe in some type of religion, and that's gonna stop them from being a degen.
Well, that's not true because a lot of those trad wives, okay, this is what it is. You should fuck someone else's wife. Maybe don't get a trad wife because you know what? Like a trad wife, she's nice. She like bakes her husband cookies and all that, but she gets boring of the same old boring stuff. Oh, hey, honey, let's go play fucking Boggle or Scrabble together. So then, she starts fucking like, the mailman or in this case, the cheese man. And then she'll fall in love with you because, you're a little more exciting than him. And then you're like, you know what? I want to settle down too. And she's like, oh, okay. And, she'll but you'll play with her butthole more and stuff.
Exactly, I'll play with her butthole and stuff, but I wouldn't marry her because, like, well, let's say she gets tired of me of all my weird shit, and then she goes like down, like, getting shit in her mouth.
You're a barrel of laughs, though, cheese. I mean, I don't think anyone could get bored of you.
Why? Thank you. That was really sweet of you to say. I can't say the same though, but but it's like I wouldn't marry her. Like, even marrying women, it's like so like
yeah, no.
Come on, yeah, have to. Not really, no. No, actually, it's kind of mandatory because after a while, you've been with someone, you get like forcefully married by the government. So I mean, it's horrible.
What do you mean by that?
If you've been with someone for I think 8 years, you are just legally married.
Well, unless if you write it, if you have it written down, like this is my partner that I live with or whatever, domestic partners, isn't that what you call them? I think you write that.
I think so. I don't know, but I just heard it from somewhere. Maybe I'm spreading false information.
That's fine.
Who knows? Yeah, exactly. This is the internet. But what about you, Jerry? Do you like whores, or are you looking for like that traditional woman?
I love whores.
Oh.
To make my dick wet.
Exactly.
So I don't know what you're bitching about, though. What's your complaint? You don't want to fuck her, or what?
No. He wants to fuck her, but everyone in the entire job, his friends are like, no, bro, she's a whore. Don't fuck her.
Exactly. It's like
gives a shit.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Who cares if she's a whore? I thought we all like whores.
Clearly you do if you brought it up, nigga. What the fuck?
No, I didn't bring it up. My friends brought it up. They're like, well, she's a whore and you shouldn't fuck her. It's like, well, I'm gonna fuck her which way. No, I haven't.
Why not?
I don't know.
Are you ashamed or are you scared?
This nigga's scared.
I barely got paid and I don't want to spend all my money on
I thought you just wanted our approval first before. Yep. Well, cheese, you have my blessing and you have Jerry's blessing.
Well, thank you guys. That's what I needed. Before I have sex, I like to think you guys are there guiding my dick inside her pussy.
I would like to think so too.
What I wanted.
I want to live vicariously through you now.
But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really weird. It's such a weird reaction because like I was saying, Jerry, all my friends will fuck these random whores, but I guess like how Mike explained it, they don't know the number of bodies they have, so they don't care. It's like, oh, maybe it's like Maybe it was her first time. Oh,
It's an
who
unknown
knows?
unknown.
It's an unknown. So maybe that's why they're comfortable with it. But I just thought it was weird. It's like, we all like whores here. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, that was my fine wine.
Yeah, I mean,
You're scared
Not
of
liking
pussy.
whores.
Just
What about
fuck her.
Jake? Exactly,
Just-
that's what I'm saying.
Do it though.
Stick it in
Don't
there.
talk about it. Do it. Send
Alright.
a video through the group chat.
Well, first of all, I'm not doing that.
not?
well, if she's a whore, be like,
Why?
oh, hey, can I do this? She'll probably say, oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah,
You
she
gotta
does-
ask her shit. Just
Okay,
do
okay,
it,
but you know,
though.
I didn't ask her. Is
No,
she-
I
is
gotta
she
ask
hot,
for
though?
consent. I can't just fuck her like right on the spot. I gotta ask her for consent.
But is she
You
hot?
won't be fucking.
So what?
Yeah, is
what are
she
we looking at?
hot?
Yeah.
She doesn't have specific. She doesn't have a fat ass or.
Like,
tits or
is she
anything.
hot?
No.
Yes or no, nigga? What?
She has a
what?
really. She has a really nice face.
Yes or no?
6, 7 maybe. 6 or 7. Can't get a picture.
Okay,
but
so a warehouse 7 or like a normal person 7? Because sometimes a lot of people are on the job. They see like any woman at a job. They're like, she's hot. I want to bone her, but she's actually the most average looking broad ever.
I think that's what it is. Like maybe it's like a warehouse 7. That might be it because she is like yeah.
If
No,
niggas saw you with her
I
in
submit that
public,
answer.
would you be ashamed?
No, I don't think I would be ashamed because she's not
But
fat.
would you announce like, oh yeah, that's my bitch?
Well, no, I wouldn't date her. I'm just fucking her, not saying I want to be with
Nah, I
her.
know, but I'm saying if niggas call you in public, like, who this? You'll be like, oh, that's the bitch.
Oh,
I'm
that's
fucking.
my fleshlight. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be ashamed. Be like, but she just doesn't like. For me, I guess like she just doesn't have a fat ass, and that's what I'm really into. Is like big, all jiggly booties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, but aren't you on a
Maybe.
dry spell though? Jeez, you know.
that is true. That is true. But at the same time, I'm like,
Also, it's your job. You shouldn't be fucking
care.
people at your job. I've said this.
that's
before.
another thing I thought too. It's like, well, I can't shit where I eat. You know, like I get paid here. I don't want to do that. I should go out there somewhere random, like Venezuela, and like fuck a bunch of people
And
there.
I want, you know, it also comes with the 'cause warehouse. I mean, it's my whole fucking life. But what comes with shit like this is warehouse drama. So yeah, this bitch is the loosest goosey pussy ever. Like you will fuck her. But the thing is, other guys have fucked her, and there might be one of those nerds that she fucked that has feelings for her. And then he finds out, oh man, I love this girl, and this new guy fucked her. I'm gonna try to take this guy down because I have seen it happen. Like there's so many fucking chumps in our job where like they were, I like this one girl, but she, like I tried to like make a move on her, she didn't. She fucked this other guy, and I'm mad at him, and he just starts reporting that guy and starts saying like, oh yeah, they working unsafe and shit. That guy's such a fucking little bitch. My God, I just want to say his name. He's such a little fucking pussy. But yeah, you got to deal with dumb shit like that drama because a lot of those people, especially warehouse people, I mean, that's their whole fucking life. They're gonna be there for the rest of their life, and that's just where they're gonna stay. You know, much like me. So you know, they get. But the thing is, they get too invested into the bullshit drama that is always boring, like just break room drama. Oh, this person's dating this person, and this person, you know, said hi to this person. It's like, dude, like it becomes like a high school at that point. Like you just hear like he said, she said, all that shit. It's like, man, you don't want to get too involved in that. It's best to avoid everybody, not make friends with people at your job. Just do your job and leave.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. Maybe
Like, it's good to like your job and maybe be okay with some people, but dude, do not let them get close to you or don't like hang out with them. I said, well, off air, but I had a supervisor. You know, she back then, we used to work the retard job together, and she would always be like, "Yo, hey, you wanna hang out and go smoke some weed with some of the other workers?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." Like, because I always made it a thing, like, "Nah, I'm good." And then later on in life, that girl became a supervisor, and then had troubles with this one guy, and all of a sudden, like a couple people got dropped for smoking weed, and all that stuff. It's like it's kind of suspicious, like all this shit happening. All these workers getting like clicked on little things, like some people will be like, oh yeah, sometimes after the shift is done, sometimes like I go kick the trash can or something, but then all of a sudden, this guy got penned for kicking a trash can or something. I'm not going. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like you can't be sharing shit because people will immediately, like any dumb little thing, they'll talk shit about it and it will spread like wildfire.
Yeah. I might fuck her. Who sees? We'll see. If I bring it up on the show, that's how you know.
I hope like you fuck her,
Or
and then
video
like
would
some
be
guy tries to shoot up your job afterwards. He goes absolutely
that
fucking
would
postal.
be that would be pretty cool because then I get a job like a day off, and then like
Oh
probably
yeah,
like
forever for the rest of your life. He fucking kills you first.
well, no, maybe he killed the woman. Maybe he's like
Yo,
a
then you'll kill
sensible
half
guy.
the building because apparently the bitch is fucking half the building and shit.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't be the only one going out. As long as I'm part of a group, I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I guess not liking whores, my finest wine.
People who don't like horrors are dumb. And for those who are listening around, they're probably like, well, I hate horse too. But maybe we could change your mind. As you see, we got Krakow Corner.
Crackhawkconfessions.com. Crackhawkconfessions.com.
You know, it's been a while since we did some. You know, I just been not wanting to download Crack Horror Porn because that shit sits on my PC, and every time I look at the website, I'm like, man, I really don't want to download this shit. But I worked up the courage, so now we got Crack Whores, buddy.
Alright. She has big tits.
You got me here in this
So far, you know,
very messy
she
place.
just looks like somebody's
Very, very
grandma. She has
messy.
really big
I had to
tits, so
relocate because I have a
it's
stalker
not that
problem.
like hard on the
Huh?
eyes.
I have a stalker problem. I had to relocate and I haven't unpacked quite yet. I like cocaine and marijuana.
Did they ever want you to piss or
Wow,
anything?
titties are already out.
Oh god, I used to have a
That's pretty
guy.
fast.
All right, so like pause. No, let's set it up. What she looks like. You know, it kind of was jumping forward. You know, I was just thrown straight into the action. I just see titties and I see trash all over the floor. So you know, let's paint a picture here. Starting with you, Jerry. I mean, how would you describe this nice young lady?
She looks like the scientist from the Avatar movies, the main bitch that's smart as fuck, the old hag. Well, not old hag, not to be disrespectful, but the old scientist from the Avatar movies just run the fuck down. Like, if she didn't make it to Avatar.
Like with her science skills, she made meth instead.
Yeah, that's what she reminded me of. Or Malcolm in the Middle's mom. Well, I think it's the same lady, I think. I'm not
Grace
sure.
Augustine. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
So yeah, Grace Augustine with some crack. To be honest, she kind of looks like one of like my mother's friends. So I mean, I could vouch this. She is a crackhead. I can vouch for that. Oh my god.
Hey, look, I was gonna say she looks like somebody's grandma. Someone, you know, you go to your friend's house, their grandma's right there, sitting at the table knitting, right? And you're just like, oh, this is grandma. But God, her teeth are just fucked up. She has a gigantic gap in the bottom of her like teeth, and they just look so small.
Maybe she had a boxing career.
Maybe, yeah, maybe she could be like a famous boxer. Well, we'll find out.
Well, let's continue.
That paid me $200 to fill up a fucking aspirin bottle with urine. And my bouncer, this is the kicker, he's like, and I was mortified because I just started dancing. This was up in Massachusetts. And I was like, this guy wants me to piss in this bottle. He said, give me $200. And I'm like, and my bouncer's laughing. He goes, hey, give me the bottle. My bouncer went in and
Fucking
pissed
hater.
in it. I gave it to the guy. He fucking drank that shit, thinking it was my piss. It wasn't.
Yeah.
And then they want to buy underwear and shit. So we used to have a bag of underwear. We go by the cheap dollar store, and we take them and rub them like in a cat box and do something crazy with it because they always wanted, like, you know. We take Argo cornstarch and shake it up and put it in a condom so it looked like it was jizz and it wasn't. And the guys thought it was, and we'd sell that shit, $50 a pop. The underwear probably cost
That's
us
funny
like, you
because
know,
I've
it was
done that
like
before.
Wait.
Why?
Pause. Wait. Sold panties or just like rubbed soap?
Yeah. I sold bitches panties online, and all I would do is I would buy like cheap underwear from like the dollar store, and I'd rub them like on my nuts, or I'd put them like on cat food, and I just send them bitches out. I've done this before. That's funny.
What? Why? What the fuck is it? Why?
Well, okay, so
Money.
Yeah, for money, because you know what? I don't know if she's gonna elaborate or they're gonna cut it or she might ramble, but a lot of like, because I knew people in my life were prostitutes and whores and stuff, and what they would do this because they're whores and strippers. They actually buy themselves good panties and shit, and they do not want to fuck up a good pair of panties or whatever. So it's like, why am I gonna actually give him panties I wear? I'm gonna go get some cheap bullshit and then, you know, fuck him up, pee on him or dunk him in the toilet, whatever the fuck they do.
What the fuck? That's just bizarre. Just selling panties
you
and
know
people
what?
bought them.
I-
Wait, how much were you Wait. How much were you selling them for, Jerry?
It depends on the person.
Okay, like I'm like a big fat guy who's balding, and my last name is Steen, and I'm like, oh, you know,
Steen.
you know, I like to buy some panties from that Latin girl.
This guy must
How
be
much?
Mexican.
I think, what was it? I think the most I ever sold it to like some ugly nigga was like maybe like, I think, I want to say like 95 plus shipping in Italy.
Damn.
$95?
There's some sickos out there, man.
Jesus.
He bought 3 each. Keep that in mind.
And you know what always baffles me about panty sellers is because, well, I'm a sicko pervert. I do smell women's panties, you know. Like I smell my chick's panties on occasion, and then you know, when I was a degenerate and I was screwing other chicks, you know, I'd smell their panties. But there is if you truly know what panty or pussy smells like, you'll know right away. And a lot of people who get duped, they probably never seen pussy before. They don't know, so they're just gonna smell cat shit and forever think, ah, yes.
Nigga, they was smelling my balls.
Well, 2 things.
On the hood, nigga. I said, nigga.
Two things.
Because that's the only people who would fall for it if they never been with pussy. But I mean, who's buying panties is fucking sickos. Like they like. See, exactly. I like doing that, but it's like smelling my chick's panties and shit. But I ain't. Well, you buying random panties? Like no, because my exact thoughts. Because like I knew people who were strippers and stuff, and they would do shit like that.
Yeah.
2 things. So first, Mike, you're fucking disgusting.
Yes.
Second, Jerry, you're fucking disgusting.
No, these
frugal. Poor people.
I'm a hustler. What the fuck you mean?
That's not a hustler. You're just like a prostitute, but with like respect. That's all it is.
Not.
No, he's not. He's the drug dealers who like did a bad mix with the drugs.
I think drug dealers are more honorable.
How?
Because
those will shell you some baby powder. It's no different from what he's doing. He's putting baby powder in his formula.
I've done that too. I've done to niggas that really didn't know shit about weed. I sold them oregano mixed with fucking cilantro.
Like I said, other drug dealers are more honorable.
Me and my brother, you sell motherfuckers like stems and shit, especially dumb fucking college people. You would just sell like stems and shit. I would be like, oh yeah, this shake is fucking top grade weed, man. It's fucking like garbage ass dirt weed.
You guys are horrible people. I'm sorry. I get it. But like, come on. Those poor bastards. Really? You gotta do them like that?
Whose fault is that? Who the fuck be buying panties online off a bitch they don't know? That's a you problem.
That is true. Are you still selling by anyway?
If you go up to like Jerry, you see Jerry on the street, you saw him when you first met him, you know, you're like, oh fuck this guy.
He didn't look like he sold panties.
Okay, but if I told you, hey Cheese, you know what? I got someone who'll hook you up with some panties, and you see Jerry.
Okay.
Are you trusting Jerry to sell you panties?
Well, I'm thinking about Jerry right now.
The answer is no, you fuck. Why would I sell panties?
Well, what if I was interested? Maybe if I was interested, like I gotta think about the advertisement. Like maybe it was like a really hot chick, and maybe that's just like you're the boyfriend.
Like, he tells you that it's me. I'm the one selling them. You just gotta trust the fact that
I gotta connect
from them. Yeah,
like I gotta connect. You know, this guy Jerry, man, he has the best smelling panties in the world, man.
Ooh, I'd say maybe I can go up to him and take a sample and be like, well, they're the best smelling panties. I've never smelled such good panties before.
And he's like, meet me in the urinal. You could take a sample smell.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But yeah,
let's
lady. That's what she's doing with her panties.
10 for fucking $10 or something retarded, you know? Banked on that shit. But we wear the dirty underwear. I'm like, okay, you ain't getting these, motherfucker, because I have some nice, G-strings and shit. But
so what's like the craziest shit you've ever been asked to do?
Alright, you want to go there? This guy used to pay me and my girlfriend. He was into shit, and he wanted to be shit on. He wanted us to shit in his mouth. He said the dirtier the better. And he would give us $1,000 a piece.
So did you have to eat like Taco Bell before you?
That's what we did. My girlfriend was Mexican, so we took liquid cascara, did a shot of it, which is a laxative. We took a Valium because we were fucking beside ourselves. We had our medical surgical mask because, hello.
So it was like a nice diarrhea.
Dude, that's what he wanted. And we ate the Mexican food. We had a couple of drinks. We smoked a joint. And all of a sudden she goes, I hope it's ready. Oh my God. She couldn't.
I got shit.
Dude, and it was like she was pissing on his face, pissing on her ass on his face, and the guy is sitting there rubbing it all over himself, licking it, eating it. He wanted hot dogs stuffed up his ass. And to this day, I still can't eat a hot dog unless that bitch is cut up, because
Memories.
7 hot dogs in his ass and a stick of butter. Okay, we used to wear those latex wash and go. This is no shit. This is
7
true.
hot dogs.
Yeah, he goes, I like to be at full capacity. And then the bitch would fucking walk around with hot dogs. And there's 21 boys in a Vienna choir. And if you take Vienna sausages, there's 7 per can. So 3 cans of Vienna sausages up this bitch's ass. But you had to freeze them because they're in the water and they break up. And I had to stop seeing this person because I literally...
This lady's interesting.
I believe her.
I
believe her 100%.
Fucking mortified.
Me too.
Well, he might have wanted to throw
He
up
went to
on him or something.
$100,000 in like 6 months. I had to pass it. Yeah, it was crazy. I made my dope boy like $6 grand in like 4 weeks just from him. He was buying like an ounce of fucking coke and here you go and buying us hotel rooms, whatever we wanted. Yeah, and he went through an inheritance. And you know, the funny thing is he worked for a plumbing company. I said, it's a shitty job. You must love your work. And that's true.
He was a plumber and wanted to get shit on.
Yeah.
I bet you would go to the house and there'd be shit everywhere and he'd be like, refuse to clean it up.
No. He had a twister thing and a kiddie pool.
like a nice guy.
And he just wanted to be in it.
This lady's
We never
fucking
fucked him.
insane.
He didn't get wood. The guy was fucking whacked.
100,000?
I swear to God, this guy.
Is he an old dude or what?
Yeah, about 50. He looks like Screech at 50. From
shit.
I mean, quite literally. That's
Saved by
exactly
the Bell?
Exactly who he
Screech,
looks like.
he did some porn. Did you know that?
No, I don't want to know. Cause no, ew.
He had a couple porns
He's
out
ugly.
there.
Okay. Doesn't blow my hair back.
That was just a TV show. Have you ever
I
met
gotta
him
pee.
in
You want
real
to follow
life?
me in there? Because I gotta go.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Come on.
What?
Oh, you
Okay,
gotta
well,
pee.
let's go look at her house. Looks well kept, actually.
It's not bad.
He's speeding.
I gotta go. Hurry up.
We're gonna watch her bathroom's
Yeah,
not
well, I guess we're
terribly
gonna
good.
be exactly. It's like pretty well kept. God damn.
So
she's
now
taking
we're watching her
bacon?
kiss.
Yeah.
Gotta go. You guys smell good. Oh, wait, that's my cologne. Oh, I got it for Paulie Usher. Actually,
It's
I got it.
nice that you say we smell good when you're taking a piss.
Alright, that means my pee-pee is sweet, I guess. I don't know.
There you go.
So what is it called? Sweet pee?
I'm gonna cause the wrong frame with her tits. But you know what?
Okay.
I gotta say, she is the most well put together crack whore we've seen together. She's funny. She's I would say well spoken. I mean, but she speaks pretty coherent, and her house is clean.
Her house is clean. That's the main point I focused on. Pretty fucking clean. And she's actually interesting. It's very hard to say about most crack whores.
Yeah, what
She
we learned
has
is like a lot of
stories.
them are just say some like boring shit, but you know she's
Exactly.
interesting. You know she
Now I know whenever I want to stick a sausage up my ass, I have to freeze it because if they're in water, it's going to break apart.
See, and that's what
Now I
we're
know
all
that.
about here on the podcast. We're teaching people. So if you want a bunch of like little baby dicks in your ass for some reason, you just go freeze a can of Vienna sausages.
I don't
There's
like how you
7 of them,
phrased it
so you
that
can pretend you
way.
got like a classroom, or let's say get 4 cans of them because there's 7 each. So you can pretend there's a whole classroom of kids in your ass or something.
Why? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would
I'm
you
not the one
say
doing
that?
it. I mean, if there's some sicko out there, we know Vienna sausages and freezer.
And butter.
Oh, and
And
butter,
butter.
you know, don't want
Yeah.
to. I
Don't
mean, what
forget about the
the?
butter.
'Cause the hot dog water's kind of slippery. You think that'd be?
Yeah, exactly. That's why you freeze them.
She used butter.
Well, I mean, you can't argue with the professionals here. She knew the exact number of weenies in a fucking can, so. Eh. Well, let's see what else she's got. We got 30 seconds left, maybe.
I think it's gonna be porn.
Gotta go.
No?
You guys smell good. Oh, wait, that's my cologne. Oh, I got it for Paulie Usher. Actually, I got it.
Holes in her
Taking a
pussy. Wait,
piss.
what?
Alright, that means my pee-pee is sweet, I
I was
guess.
saying like maybe a straight bullet hit her. Okay, we're done with this.
Wait, there's 19 seconds left. Maybe
Oh,
there's
oh,
more.
okay, well,
Alright, I think we're done with this. Well,
okay.
it was the white guy with the average size weenie. It wasn't our usual people.
The
Because there's a
small
white guy
guy.
with a big weenie, and then there's a Mexican with a really tiny weenie.
Oh, that was as you know, Krakow Confessions.
That was a crack code confession.
That was short, sweet. We learned a lot about Vienna sausages and all that stuff. So cheese, if you will, pull something from the Cractionary, because a word.
Okay. I have one.
Is there anything about Vienna sausages? Because I mean,
There's nothing about Vienna sausages here, but I do.
She's a pioneer, I guess.
You know, I've heard of a sting, but have you heard of the reverse sting?
The reverse sting.
Yeah.
No.
Here it is. Police pose as escorts or streetwalkers and there's two ands for some reason, and arrest Johns for soliciting prostitution. Wouldn't that just be a regular sting?
That is a regular sting.
I guess. I don't know.
Everything's backwards in crack world, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that was your crack hole corner.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
well, the people who make these like cracktionaries, they're on crack, so I don't think they're really in the best of mind, you know?
Well, I mean, you gotta make some cuts somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, so article. I mean, we probably have room for one more article or something.
Well, I was wondering, you know, usually we all do one wine, right? I was thinking maybe I could change it up a bit. Maybe I can do 2 wines.
Didn't you already do that when you were talking shit about
well, that was like a fake wine. That was just me trying to shit on you a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but now it's no longer a wine, so I kind of want to do 2 wines.
Okay.
All right, my second fine wine. Weird sexual encounters.
Okay, so you did fuck this whore at your job, huh?
No, I did not fuck this whore at my job. There would be a video in the group chat. So, there's no video.
No, they wouldn't. This nigga too scared to fucking post his dick.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to post my dick. That was
exactly.
See, you just pulled back behind the curtain. Like, we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to...
nigga, keep it a buck, nigga. Don't lie.
I don't keep it a buck. I lie.
I know you don't.
I'm a liar. Exactly.
I know you are.
Okay, so I like to lie.
Don't lie.
Well, this is not a lie. Fine wine right here. Weird sexual encounters. So, when I don't know, I was at work, right? And I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, I remember there was this one time with my ex-girlfriend where we were just laying in bed, and for some reason she thought I could come fast. I was something along the line where I was like, oh yeah, I don't come easily, right? Like it takes me a while to come. So she went under the covers and started sucking my dick, right?
Okay. And by the way, so any ladies out there, you know, you think you're good, and you think just by like putting it in your mouth and going up and down, that's it. No, there's tongue work. There's even like a lot of them will cheat and try to just basically jerk you off and put their mouth over it, and that's not a good.
That's not real blowjob. Exactly.
No, that's fake.
Can't do that.
And there's a lot of skill to it, and a lot of bitches think you're like, oh, well, you know,
I just put it in my mouth.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, no, there's a lot of work that goes into it. But yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, so you know she's doing.
It sound like he give classes on sucking dick, bro.
Well, yeah, I had to tell bitches to work it. Like, you have with my chick, like I would be like, hey, this is what you gotta do. You do this, like I know what I like.
Exactly. We have a 38%. Exactly.
I can do it better myself, bitch.
We have to tell these women, all 38% of them, we have to tell them how to suck cock correctly. Because you can't just put it in your mouth, okay? You gotta spit on it.
Movie?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I can do it myself. Oh, but Jerry, I mean, but you're telling me you've had bad blowjob, but you never made a comment, or you just like, oh, I'm happy to get my dick sucked. You know, those teeth. Those teeth feel so good when you're like fucking peeling my skin.
Oh, that's another story. When I was with my first girl, like serious like relationship. I remember when she'd give me head, she gave me really toothy blowjobs where I had like a bruise on the top of my dick.
I've had my tip scraped up, and it was like if I just was rubbing it outside on the gravel, it was like that cut up.
But back to the original story I was gonna tell. Yeah. She's sucking my dick. You know, she's doing pretty good. I mean, who doesn't like getting their dick sucked, right? So she's doing pretty good, but you know, it's taking me a while. Like I just don't come fast. And she gets done, and she starts crying. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck do I do here? Like,
wait, why did she start crying?
Because she couldn't make me come. So I was like,
you should have made her feel bad. She'd be like, yeah, I know.
Do better. Yeah, that's what I should have done. But I was just like, what the fuck?
Wait, was this the girl who cheated on you, right?
No, this is a different girl.
Oh, I was to say, because I mean, maybe she went out to go get better, and you know, then you caught her, and she wanted to surprise you.
That could be
I got better. I got better at it.
Yeah, maybe I should hit her. Be like, hey, like, how's it going? Did you get better at it? No, but. Anyways, it was just a weird sexual encounter. I was like, man, that like at the time, I was just like, I didn't really think much of it. But now looking back on it, you're just like, oh, what the fuck? Why? That's really weird and kind of just like
what kind of fucking
grossed me out.
Broken whores are you fucking, man?
I don't know, but that was just I don't know, just something. So I was just wondering. So. I wanted to bring it to the podcast as a wine because, well, it is a wine. It was weird, and I didn't like it. But I was wondering, did you guys have any weird sexual encounters too? It's like something like that. Maybe I'm not the only guy out there who's got his cock sucked and then The woman cried after. It wasn't rape, by the way. It wasn't rape, anything like that. It sounded really rapey when I said it, but it wasn't.
I think I have told. I think it was on Jerry's podcast. I talked about a girl who did not know how to kiss, and it was the most off-putting experience I had. Because what is it like sex when it boils down to? Like, kissing is like the first like step, into initiating, right? So you would have to at least, even if like you're a bad kisser, like there's bad kisses, like chicks are just terrible. They're not coordinated with their kissing. But this girl would just like kind of like pinch her lips together and just like rub them on my lips. And then I was like, what the fuck? Ew. So seeing her for a bit, and at first I had this thing, maybe I was drunk and I was like, oh, hey, that's exactly actually what I thought it was. It was like, oh, my breath must fucking stink. I'm paranoid about that. I was like, oh, she's fucking doing that. But no, because I remember using that fucking shitty spray, that Listerine spray that's fucking awful in your mouth. I used that. I was good. But then when it came down to it, I was like, oh, it's screwing. And then what she did was she just stuck her tongue in my mouth. And like, that was it. I was like, what the fuck? She was like, I don't know if you see.
Not moving it? Just like straight?
Just like, And then she was like, kind of like put her mouth over my mouth and like tongue inside. And it really was off-putting because, she wanted it like face forward and, back shots all the way, boys. You don't have to deal with that. So doing the back shot and all that, like I hit it like twice. Never talked to her again. But I will never forget how terrible those kisses were.
You didn't take the time to like teach her anything? Just like, hey.
Dude, the bitch was older than me. She was like fucking 30-something.
Yuck.
Maybe you're a victim.
Yeah, I know. Like, normally, when you're a young guy and you meet an older woman, like, I don't feel like I'm raped. But at that moment, I felt I was raped. It was really weird.
Yeah. She kissed you like a rapist. That's what it was.
Yeah, like, okay, so how can I fucking put it?
Even when I had my first kiss, I wasn't doing that.
You ever watch hentais and like they do that thing with the mouth over, and then they put their mouth over their mouth and just like swirl their tongues in a major circle?
Yes.
Well, she didn't even do that. It was just like she had a long tongue too, so it was just imagine just a tongue straight down your throat and that's it, no movement.
That's horrible.
And a sober person. It wasn't even like a drunk or no. It was like a really sober like fucking bitch. Was I think a medical assistant? I mean, and yeah, those are the.
Maybe she was a virgin.
Converted to what?
No, I said maybe she was a virgin.
No,
because maybe she's never had sex before.
I think she has kids. I don't remember, but I just assume she did because she had the body like she had fucking kids.
You're getting some judgment here.
Every time I see some stretch marks, I'm like, oh man, kid. I don't see a kid around. I assume maybe she lost it. Maybe her pussy's haunted or something. I don't know.
But man, yeah, that's weird. Because even when I had my first kiss, it was nothing like that. Where you just rubbed it. That's really bizarre.
It was the most off-putting. Like, yeah, like there's just like weird broads or like, oh, don't fuck me like a whore. For like, don't fuck me like you. I'm a whore or something. But it's like, bitch,
don't fuck me like one of your whores. Yeah.
You are a whore, and you met me because I want to fuck, and you wanted to fuck, but you said don't fuck you like a whore. So you are you're just meeting up guys to fuck you romantically.
That's really like fucked up. It's kind of weird. There's problems in that sentence. But what about you, Jerry? What's a weird sexual encounter you had?
I just don't like bitches that lie. I was gonna I did fuck this one bitch, and she was talking all this shit. Talking about I'm gonna ride your dick, I'm gonna make you bust, I'm gonna ba 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 ba. And I'm talking about like nigga, she was throwing down the whole football plan. I said,
we all know that's baby. That's a side.
I know. And then goddamn Tom pull up and shit, motherfucking. I'm like, I'm expecting everything. You know what I mean? This bitch just gets on her back and that's it. She wouldn't even stand up. She wouldn't ride my dick. She wouldn't give me head. She was just like, I'm shy. You're gonna have to do everything. I was like, bitch.
No.
Okay.
I like
fucking.
We have a term for this. It's called starfishing. They just lay out like they're a fucking starfish, on a rock with their legs and arms like spread out. Like, come and get it.
Yeah, but it sucks, bro. And also too, like it sucks when like you come back home from a bar drunk as shit, and you got the bitches with you. You feel me? Because Is what niggas do at bars type shit. You feel me? So you come home, make sure no one's looking, make sure you walk in all sneakily, like you get out of business. You start fucking kissing because, like you said, sex just starts off with sex. You know, blah blah blah. You start kissing and shit.
Like that's the first point. Like you kiss.
Yeah, but see, this the annoying part when you try to finger and you notice that they have like that little weird bodysuit shit that's like a one piece that covers them all.
Oh,
so you gotta like take that shit off, right? But like you try to go for the fingering and then grabs your hand quick as fuck. She's like, "Oh wait, I gotta tell you something." You're like, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck what it is, nigga," right? And you're like, "What's up?" type shit, you know, because you know you trying to get your dick wet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what
and
you
then
want,
she's
baby?
like,
"You want me to do a certain way?"
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You be like, "So what's up, right?" She's like, "Just let me take it off for you." So you're like, "I bet." So you know, do they go over there? They stand up, do they thing? You get on bed, take your
and
shit
you're like,
off,
"Do
right?
it slowly."
No, not even. You just getting ready for it. You're like, "I bet I'm with it," type shit, right? You get back in bed, you know, nigga, and then she comes back, titties is out. You're like, okay, covering her pussy. You're like, okay, what's up? And she's like, "Promise you won't get mad." You're like, "Bitch, what's up?" You know, I'm thinking it's gonna be like, you know, a
fat
bush
ass
and
dick.
shit.
Oh,
What?
the way she said, like the way you're phrasing it, she's like, "Promise you won't be mad." The only reason I'd be mad is if there's a cock underneath that. Was there a cock underneath that? So I went a little too ahead. My imagination took me a little too far.
Why do you go there? What's wrong with you?
Because who says that? Promise you won't be mad.
Well, I mean, who else would be mad? It's like it's either a bush or a weenie. I think those were my only two options in my
exactly.
head.
So
And
I'm
the bush
just like,
was rolled out.
No. The thing is, the bitch like she shaved, but it wasn't like fully shaved. It was like it's coming in type shit. You feel me?
Oh.
And I was like, bro, it's not that much of a fucking deal. Like, brother, you think I shaved my nuts for you? Hell no, my shit's scary, my boy. Oh, but it's a bar deal, nigga. Fuck, but yeah. I just don't like bitches that talk a bunch of fucking bullshit, and then when it's time to shove, they don't know what to do. They starfish, and that's it. But,
that is a good that is a good term for it, by the way.
The star, like the starfish, or like, of course, I always get that because when metalhead chicks and like rocker bitches, they would always be like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm wild," and you know, you believe them. They're like, "Oh yeah, you know, you got the piercing on your eyeballs and your tits, so you know, you must be into pain or something." And then all they do is just like shittily bend over, like ass up in the air, like way too high. It's not even lined right. Like, bitch, what the fuck you doing? Like, you're waiting for God to fuck you? I'm fucking average size, bitch. And like that's it. And they're like, "Oh, I'm bad. All right." And then you want to switch over. It's like, "Oh no, but it's good right here." It's like, all right. And like
some girl had said the same shit. She's like, "I don't know what the fuck she expected from me." I was like, "Bitch, I got a regular size dick. Don't think I'm gonna be out here He-Manning your shit. Like once I bust, we good, hoes." Fuck your feelings. Real talk, nigga. Shit. What you talking about? And she had the audacity to say, "Well, my boyfriend's dick was bigger than yours." I'm like, "Shit, that's why ain't your boyfriend, right? The fuck, I'm gonna understand, baby." Fuck with me, nigga. But fuck me.
That's funny.
With that being said, sorry to interrupt you guys, but I'm gonna cut this one short because something came up right now. With that being said,
well, that's good because we could close this out. You could go ahead, Jerry.
Nah, Cheese, take us out.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That's been the Fine Whining Podcast. We discussed it all today. Whores, sex, and more whores, actually. Yeah, crack whore. Yeah, that's basically it. That was the whole episode.
A better episode to like return what crack whores with. Literally just a whore-centric episode.
Exactly. Maybe we're all horny. Could be it. I don't know. But, you know, if you want to listen... Well, no, what the fuck was it? What am I saying? Anyways, that's been the Fine Whining Podcast. If you want to listen to Jerry, you can follow him over at Club 197. I heard he put out an episode with a very special guest. You know, I'm not going to tell you. You got to go watch it and listen to it to find out who.
There's 2 parts.
It's 2 parts, yeah.
No, it's not, Sam. We apologize if you hated us for that.
Yeah, it wasn't Sam. But Jerry's episode was really fucking good. And I do recommend it. It's really good. But, yeah, you can go follow him over there at Club 197. Or if you like watching retards play video games, you can watch me and Mike. Mike streams at the Fine Whining Live. He recently streamed Dark Souls 3, so maybe it could be a hoot and a holler.
Yeah, I'm getting back into streaming. We'll do it more often. I might do it after this, yeah.
Maybe. there was a new game you wanted to play that Jerry suggested to you. So maybe he might be live right now. Go check. And if you want to follow me, I have a YouTube, just the Cheese Man, and I also stream at the Cheese Man Gaming or whatever. I kind of forgot my Twitch. It's been a while, but yeah, that's basically everything. Goodbye.
Deuces.
Crackhawkconfessions.com. Crackhawkconfessions.com. The name Cracker Jack, the crack hole magnet. Pass out some crack and they let him tag it. They hit off the pipe and then he shag it. Get a couple magnums and double bag it. Hoes know that we like them cheap. I like to bust a nut then go to sleep. Sometimes they tell him stories. They are interesting and never boring. If a hoe spits good game, we pass some crack and we ask her name. Then she tell us how fucked up her life is. How her husband beats her cause I cracked out his wife is. This is the real world, minus Austin, Dawson's Creek, minus Dawson. Bitch got no teeth so you know she ain't flossing. The rock and a half is all this ass costing. Yeah.
Crackhawkconfessions.com. 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 Crackhawkconfessions.com.
Let me tell you about a whore named Trisha, 20 years old and the snatch that'll get ya. Started using H when she hit her teens. Got busted for hooking in a vice sting. This Sarah girl pussy look like roast beef. She can kill a fly with the smell of a queef. The bad and the ugly like Lee Van Cleef. Cracker Jack is that pimp bitch, that's a belief. Then this bitch Jerry should let you bust in her, so her husband can eat it for dinner. More rush, she's a 3-hole hooker. 7 years later and she's still a crack cooker. Linda's on the crack whore diet. Rock and dick, all you do is supply it. $20 what it costs you to buy it. Pretty cheap, I suggest that you try it. Yeah.
Crackhawkconfessions.com. 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 Crackhawkconfessions.com.
Yeah, big shout out to Dirty D, to How I Got Rich Family. Crackhawkconfessions.com. YD Cracker 2005, baby.